Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's webinar with the headline Social Innovation Management. I will present you today a new collaboration software for collecting and structuring new ideas, but not only new ideas but also problems and ideas from customer and employee crowd, and also how these collaboration platform can be used in order to generate innovation projects out of the ideas and the problems. The software we have developed is calling PINN. PINN is a name that means we pin ideas and problems in the platform, discuss it together, and from these pins we are generating together into the crowd, within the crowd, innovation projects. What is the software doing and why we are calling it Social Innovation Management? Social Innovation Management because it's a collaborative development of innovations. These innovations are based first on the collection of internal know-how and also structuring of internal ideas. It's, in other words, the knowledge of employee and how to use the full potential of the company crowd. This, in our words, is defined as corporate innovation. But we also directly link it to the market and also to structure market know-how, market ideas. That means knowledge from customers and partners. And these ideas and the usage of this market crowd and to develop innovations out of this potential, we are calling it open innovation. That means it's a linkage between corporate innovation and open innovation. And a main important point is that out of these problems and ideas, innovation projects are developed together in a collaborative way. It's also a new platform where we are saying it's linking up of continuous improvement. That means the traditional idea management in companies together with innovation management. We don't make a difference between both areas because we are saying they are closely linked together. And the main aim of this platform is to generate the processes in a very, very easy way. Therefore, I would say social innovation management, keep it easy and especially keep it very efficient. How is the software working? You see in the middle there is this collaborative innovation software PINN, and on the left side you see first we are collecting and structure company internal knowledge. That means ideas and problems within the company. The main aim is also to generate a kind of freedom for the employees that they are willing to put in their ideas into this collaboration platform. On the other hand, one main basis within the company are processes, business processes, which are given and fixed from the management. And these business processes are the basis how the company is working. And this is a linkage to these continuous improvement processes, because we are saying also ideas to processes, to discuss processes, to improve processes is a very, very important source for ideas, and this potential is also used in the PINN collaboration platform. On the other hand, and you see it on the right side, it's important to collect know-how and ideas from the market and to use this market crowd. And also ideas from there are collected and structured with PINN. together with employees and customers and partners, these ideas were discussed, and also based on these discussions, innovations are developed. And these innovations we are calling social innovations, because the nucleus is the discussion and communication within this collaboration platform. And why this is important? If you're looking at the discussions about innovation management during the last 5 years, it got clear that the traditional innovation management based on business processes, innovation processes, based on clear structured steps from idea and to, for example, a board who is then deciding which idea will be turned into an innovation project, that this traditional way is limited and has a lot of limitations. Because innovation needs freedom, needs creativity. And often it's very, very difficult to steer an innovation process. And therefore we are saying PINN is breaking this traditional way. It's a collaborative way to discuss idea and to develop innovation projects, because every innovation project is different. Therefore we are saying, and it's a project itself, and it could not linked and steered with a really fixed process. Therefore, it's a really new approach to generate really a swarm of full ideas in the crowd and to generate really important innovation projects out of these swarm of ideas. What is further point if you're talking about PINN? It was developed together with partners from industry and also from organizations over a time period of 2 years. And the main aim of them was to say, we want to have a tool which creates transparency in the company, what's going on in idea discussions. We want to engage our employees, and we want to support this engagement. And on the other hand, we want an effective and efficient tool which saving time and gives a very, very quick overview what's going on with the company. And all of these ideas are collected, and the software was created following these demands from the market and from these open innovation partners. And on the other hand, what I really am convinced, and everybody who is dealing with innovation knows competition is high, but if you have one good idea and to have it in the company and to generate out an innovation, it's a very good strategy to keep your competitors away. And this is leading to our philosophy: one good idea a day keeps your competitors away. And PINN collaboration platform is an important tool in order to follow this strategy. Now I want to show you the software itself. I want to go there. So this is the first page where you are logging into the software. It's possible actually into 3 languages. It's German, it's English, and it's also in Russian, because actually we have also some customers in Russia actually. I will switch to English and I will log in first as an administrator. So what you are seeing first is that you have the possibility to come with a new problem or a new idea into the platform. Further, you have on the right side an overview what are the latest proposals and ideas actually in the company. And you also your profile, you know who's the latest users, and also there are some important messages on a so-called board. But let's do it now in practical. Let's say, okay, you're going now into the platform and say you have a new idea. Then you're clicking the idea, and maybe you have a new idea for a new securing system for the office building. This is the headline. Then you can describe the problem. They were unknown persons were observed in the building, and therefore you have idea for entrance control. You have further an idea for video observation, and you have, for example, a request for a general security concept. Here you have the possibility to describe it. Then you have the possibility to put in more ideas and more information. First point is sometimes in the company there are people who are not willing to use this tool and have problems to write something. Here you can put in for whom you have put in the idea. This is important because we have observed the whole potential in the company for ideas is also given on the work floor, and there often maybe foreign people are there or not high-skilled people are there, but it's important to state that it's their idea, because then they are willing to share it and to bring it into the platform. And we are saying these are then so-called innovation multiplicators who are supporting the others to bring the ideas into the platform. Okay, now it's free because it's from me. Then you can think about what kind of categories this idea is linked. For example, it's for Export-Akademie because it's the building of Export-Akademie. And maybe it's also research and development because we have to secure especially this area. Which know-how is required? The point is it's more corporate strategy. It's digitization because security concepts are linked to this area. And also, let's see if there are other points. Yes, and it's related to research because we have to do some research. The idea actually is not related to other projects. It's a new one. The status, it's idea generation. That means it's in the first phase, for example. I would to be involved as a creator to the panel, of course. And then you have the possibility, are you looking for participants who are discussing this project with you? I would say no, because everybody should be involved, actually. Therefore, I don't choose anybody. It should be for all within the company. But you also have the possibility, if you are saying, I need to collect more information, it's only, you only have access and you can work on it and then decide on a later stage to publish it for all. Or you have the possibility to think about it's only can be seen by selected persons. With them I want to discuss it. And here you can then, from the people who were in the platform, you can select the people. Especially for confidential projects, it's very important that it's not for all, that it's for a selected group. But I would say it's important now for all. I'm still in the ID generation projects. And also, if there in the past are some groups, you can think about some groups should also see this proposal. You also have then the possibility to add some images or some files, and then you can report the idea. Now it's online, and if you are going back to the homepage, you see the latest proposal. It's directly on the right side, and you can see these in a very, very good way. On the other hand, I'm now logged in as an administrator. Therefore, I have the possibility to think about to registrate new users. That means this is what an administrator is doing, to think about who has access to the platform, and this is done by the administrator in a very, very easy way. That means you are putting in the username, email address, password, and then a new person is created. In a company, it could be automated that at the beginning it's fixed, these and these persons have access to it, and then it can be done automatically, especially. Also, as mentioned, I've put it in some categories: status, know-how. This can be generated by the administrator and together with the management board, which are the most important category for your company and organization. And these are predefined things which are then given in the platform. Further, you have the possibility, especially if you are in PINN, you can see what are your proposals, for example. You see, I only have now one as an administrator, and you also can see and also think about what is your profile actually. As you see, I was in the platform as administrator. Now I would make a change. I would go now into the platform as another member, and then you see another screen, which is important. Okay, it's not, I forget the H. So now I'm logged in. You see the same headline. You also see latest proposals. And if you are going now on this proposal, you have the possibility as another person to rate this idea. If you are saying it's 4 stars, you can do your rating, but not only a rating, you have to also add your comment. For example, very good idea to increase security standards. So send rating. So when you see, okay, I have now got another person who have rated it, and if you're going there, you have then an overview which persons are looking to have a good idea, especially. And this is another aim of the platform. You have to collect and look for partners, supporters who are fascinated about your idea, and this is done by the rating. On the other hand, we have learned there must be also some motivations in the platform why you are using it, and there is a possibility to link this rating, especially with some rewards. You can here as an administrator put in maybe dependent on how many stars you have, some visit in a hotel or small gifts, which they can then get when they have enough supporters and enough, enough people who are, for example, follows your idea. And this is a very important tool and helpful tool in order to get supporters and to increase engagement within the company. On the other hand, you have then the possibility to show the proposal. As mentioned, you have a possibility to put some on the board. You have here especially a lot of information about your profile you could put in. You can put in your interests, your categories, and what you want to put in order to inform the others. And this is another, I think, good way that dependent on what keywords you have put it in and what kind of interests you have, automatically the latest proposals to these ideas are shown, and also the latest users are also shown. And this is very helpful to collaborate, especially in bigger companies, to find very, very quick people which are interested in your ideas and where you can share and discuss your ideas in a very good way. For example, discussion is then working in this way. I'm going, for example, again to this security system. For example, now I'm there, and now I can write a new comment. For example, thank you very much for the idea. I suggest to develop a security concept for IT to send. And now, if you are going back again, you see this is the main idea, and if you're looking on the idea, you automatically have also the comments from the others. And this is what we are saying collaboration. First, to collect the ideas, to discuss the ideas, and then you see it's not a structured process, but then at one time the ideas are so clear that you are saying, let's start an innovation project, and this project is then also developed in an internal group within PINN, and it's an individual project there. As you see, always important to know who is the author, who is the idea, and this is a very important issue, that the idea ownership is always given over the whole process, and it could not be deleted. Good. These are is a short overview what's going on and how it's working. What I have to mention is it's also working on mobile phone because and tablets, because we have observed that about 70% of the ideas are not generated within the office. They are generated outside, and also the employees have access to these tools from outside especially. So there are a lot of ideas, and what I want to ask you, do you have any questions about this new software tool? Please feel free to ask anything you want. As mentioned again, it was developed together with other companies, not on the green table, and it's actually used in smaller companies, but also in big companies. Alexander asked, is it possible to generate a closed project? Yes, of course. I have showed it to you that you have the possibility to fix the persons who have access to your idea, and on the other hand, it's also possible that everybody has access to your idea. And the platform is linking both open innovation for all who are members of the platform, but also for closed projects, which is very important, especially for technological projects and IT projects where only a limited number of persons should have access and can discuss together. Are there any other questions, for example? Or is it clear, the questions, the answer I've given to you? Maybe one point we have also learned in the past that we are saying what is the implementation time for such a software tool. And we are saying implementation time is very short. It's a standard which can be started within a 2 weeks process within a company. And we also have the philosophy not to do a lot of trainings before. Our philosophy is more to learning by doing, because if you have seen, the features are very easy to do, and it can be learned very quickly by everybody. So how is complex from position of STEP education? Do employees need special trainings? As mentioned, the users do not use a specific training. What we are recommend is we are doing one-day training for administrators who are administration the platform, and also for the IT department to steer then the administration of the platform. But what we are also saying, and the first point is how to use the platform. But the other hand is what is the engagement, and what is the willingness of people to do it. And there we are saying there must be going some parallel processes within the company. First, it's important to educate so-called innovation multiplicators who are supporting others to bring in the ideas into the platform. On the other hand, it's very important to develop step by step an innovation culture, and this in turn is done by the software itself. It helps, but as mentioned, it needs some support from organization and from these innovation multiplicators. And we recommend that in a company, for example, with 100 employees, there should be at minimum 1 or 2 of such experts. And together with our partner organization, Steinbeis University Berlin, we have developed a certification course for an idea and innovation manager. It's a course of 4 modules. Each module has about 2 to 3 days training, and this is the basis for us and a parallel education to establish this platform and this innovation philosophy in a company on a long term. And as mentioned, it's bringing together both traditional continuous improvement processes, idea management, and innovation management in a systematic way. So, thank you very much for these questions. Yes, if you're asking about what is the possibility to integrate the platform into existing IT systems, this is not a problem, because it's software developed on latest IT and security standards. It's very easy to make links and also to integrate it in SAP system, in Oracle system, or to use it as an independent system parallel to other software solutions. As mentioned, this is not a problem because it's from the architecture a very clear and secure concept behind, and we did it in several companies, linked it directly and integrated into an existing IT system. Thank you very much for this question, which is especially in bigger companies always a discussion how to integrate it into the existing system. About international cooperation, especially if you're dealing with international partners, it's possible that also these partners are linked to the platform. There it's important that there is one person within this international cooperation who is steering the process, who is putting in all information into the platform, and also a person who is then moderating this discussion in order to focus on specific research possibilities, research areas. And based on this, for example, if we're talking about a Horizon 2020 project, this person is collecting first drafts and steering the process, how to bring in the knowledge and how to organize meetings in order to develop a common project idea, for example, an application for Horizon 2020. The same is for corporate projects together with international partners. I would say there must be one person always who is organizing this cooperation project and steering this process in a very, very systematic way. And we had also in the last years several good examples where PINN helped in a very good way to use it. And when I'm going back later to the platform, you will see there is an international project for biomass use in the Nubu region. There is another project, internationally for bioculture, bioculture between fishes and lobsters, for example. And we use it especially in our organization in a very good way, effective way to deal with these international corporations. Any other questions, or should I go back to the screen again to show you these examples? Maybe I'll wait for some minutes. Thank you very much for your questions. Maybe I can show you these points on the platform again. For example, you see here, this is an example for an international network, biomass along the Danube region. We have put in the information in English, but also we will put in later in German, because there are also some German partners in it. And Mr. Petrichin is also the person who is steering the project. For example, Asterkus, we actually did it in German and in English. That persons also from international partners have possibilities to discuss with. Also, you see there are some ratings actually, and it's an ongoing process. As mentioned, this is the site where everybody has access to it. There is a closed project also, I can't show it you here, where only the project members have access. And within this internal project, there are much more internal information, project reports about the project than given. And you also see these small figures. That means a rocket means it's a project going on. And if you are going back, problem or idea, you will see it also here, that it's very clear to see from which area this new idea is coming from, especially. And as mentioned, it's really possible to use it from mobile phone, with tablets, on other sources, in order to be able to bring in the idea and to discuss in the community, also with latest IT devices and communication devices, I would say. So then, thank you very much for taking part on this webinar, especially. Coming back to the presentation, I will summarize it again. PINN is a collaboration platform for collecting first, and going back to this slide, internal ideas, but also external ideas, discuss it together in the community, generate in the community innovation projects in a new way, not on the traditional way based on structured processes, and to develop together social innovations, innovation projects based on the communication within the community. And you, as the user and the person who is bringing in the ideas, you have the possibility to say everybody can discuss with me, or only selected persons from the company, or selected persons from the market discuss internally, and we will develop these ideas and projects and furthermore. And another important point is to linking up continuous improvement and idea management in a good way, in order, and then I will finish, to have one good idea a day, and this idea and innovation keeps your competitor obese. Thank you very much.